So I'm assuming that you know this little underground indie project called, Hazbin Hotel, and how it was, a passion project before getting picked up by real-life Lex Luthor, and how it's the world's greatest underdog story, and blah, blah, blah. And I'm also assuming that the fan base can be a little, interesting, and I think I found the culmination of the fanbase in the subreddit r/crazyass-hasbin-haters. My first introduction was one member calling someone a sexual predator because they criticized Hazbin Hotel. But hey, I'm not really sure what I expected. After all, most of the people in the Hazbin Hotel fandom are 14 years old, emotionally 14 years old, or attracted to 14-year-olds. But thankfully, it appears that the people in this subreddit are the former two, as I haven't seen any sort of predatory behavior in the crazy-ass-Hazbin-haters community, and without any further ado, let's get into it.
I kinda like chicken stars. Hell nah! Chicken stars!
Now, I've taken the liberty of censoring people's names because harassment is bad, guys. I know, lukewarm take, but it's true. Please do not harass anyone featured in this video. Now, just like drinking, we're gonna start off with the hard stuff. Clearing some things up because some don't understand the Angel Dust lore and the SA representation. Viv sexualizes SA. If you think so because of the Poison official vid, you're the one sexualizing it. It's supposed to make the viewer uncomfortable. When we see the Angel Dust getting abuse scenes, Viv isn't trying to glorify it. It also shows how much pain the character is in, and it's trying to make you understand that these things happen in real life too. Hope this helps. This person did a "hope this helps" teehee on a post about sexual abuse. I didn't know there was such a way to accurately represent the Hazbin Hotel fan. You see, the main criticism of Vivzipop in this whole Hazbin Hotel SA drama was that the guy who storyboarded the scene had an interest in that kind of thing, and it's just not a very good look for Vivzipop. That being said, as far as I know, the storyboarder hasn't acted on his interests about that kind of thing, and I don't really care about your interests, but when you have an interest in, and you're storyboarding a scene about I think there's some reasonable backlash to be had. Most of the comments are about how this is kind of a buffoonish take. Some people definitely went, a little bit over the top, but overall the sentiment remains the same. And so the poster left a flurry of bad takes in the description. The first pick is the one all these comments are reacting to. These comments are awful. I want to agree with them so bad because I personally can't stand Angel Dust, but I have to stick with my morals and call out bullshit when I see it. This is just disgusting, kink-shaming, ignorance, and making shit up. Okay, alright, so far I'm on your side. Everything seems cool and fine and baller. Alright, now let's keep going. How many times do we have to go over this? Yeah, I can't say that word. If I say that, YouTube will most likely smite me. And making jokes about that is not wrong. It's fine to have a kink for that, whether it's to cope or not. It's fine to make jokes with fictional characters. I hate YouTube censorship so much, bro. I wish I could just say the word, but if I don't, YouTube will literally just like smite me from the face of the earth. Unless you're doing it with an actual person without their consent, it's not hurting anyone. If you don't like it, that's fine, but you can't use it as a reason to say something is objectively bad, because that's just not true. Alright, you kind of started losing me about the to cope or not area, but I hope you keep doing well. Alright, so far so good. Also, just because you're a victim doesn't make your opinion law. Okay, you're kind of losing me a little bit. There are so many SA victims that love Angel Dust and relate to him, and you've lost me. What are they not valid because they so happen to disagree with you? Bro, the common consensus that I've seen is that Angel Dust is a bad representation of SA, and I've seen this from multiple SA survivors, but hey, if someone can provide proof of me of people who are survivors of SA saying that they like Angel Dust and relate to him in the comment section, because, I would love to see that. Unlike some people, I can handle being proven wrong. Okay, this next one's pretty funny. It just boils down to Hazbin fans being terminally online and not being able to understand a joke. So, we have an absolute banger of a video. Could Adolf Hitler be redeemed at the Hazbin Hotel? A question as old as time. The comments are pretty split. You got some people saying the reason why there are no Nazis in hell is because they all get immediately slimed out upon entering by angels or angry sinners. You see, me personally, I would like to see more dictator representation in Hazbin Hotel, because hell is full of gay people for some reason, and yet not a single racist, Nazi, fascist, or any other person of that caliber is in hell. For some reason, bro. Hashtag add dictators to Hazbin Hotel, bro. And then on the other side, you have terminally online losers saying that Blackish is a terrible person who eats babies. You see, personally, one of my favorite comments is this.
Oh yeah, Blackish, the transphobic and ableist creator who made an October 7th joke about Vox and Angel, and made a video about how he thinks gambling addictions are funny. A very obvious and reliable soul to listen to.
First of all, the ableist part is because he made a video and titled it VivziePop is a bald retard. Not sure where the transphobia accusations came from, but I wouldn't be shocked if they were just making shit up. I'm pretty sure the only reason they didn't call him racist is because he's black. And as for the October 7th joke, it's a joke, you know. I'm yet to see exactly how he made the joke because, you know, I like offensive humor. But that being said, offensive humor is only good when it's funny. When it's not, it's just offensive. That being said, for people who watch a show that constantly makes use of edgy/shock humor, they really seem to get offended easily. Okay, this next one's definitely a bit of a softball compared to the others, but I feel like it kind of deserves its spot in here. It's just, who asked? And then the comment is, it's a shame that the show is so dog water. Literally the only thing I like about it is Fizz and Ozzy's dynamic. And then the guy says, this was on a 6-month-old compilation video I made. I didn't ask. And I also hate people like this. Dog, have we just not evolved past ignoring things as a society? Like, you didn't need to post this. Like you said, this was on a 6-month-old video. And even then, this guy isn't a crazy hater as the tag says. They admit that they enjoyed Ozzy and Fizzaroli's dynamic. The comment got no attention, so why are you giving it attention, bro? Next up, we have another certified softball. We got, Drac would not say that. And then it's a Count Dracula meme account saying, my hotels are better and I look hotter, in response to like an Alistair Twitter post. Like, bro, come on. As a fandom, how are y'all this allergic to humor? Both Hazbin and Helava use edgy and shock humor, so why are fans of these shows so susceptible to getting mad at jokes, bro? Rage baiting Hazbin Helava fans is so easy because all you need to do is just like make a joke at the show's expense, and apparently you're just a crazy hater. Alright, and we have another instance of Hazbin fans not being able to take jokes, alright? We got Vancy Pop, and then we got this guy saying, this is disgusting. Bro, this isn't even hating. This is a joke, bro. Like, how are Hazbin fans genuinely this allergic to humor, bro? Right here, we just have another case of Hazbin fans just being sensitive weenies, alright? Like, this is prime Weenie Hut Jr. behavior. Like, bro, come on. Crazy the amount of obsession the haters have on the Nazi billionaire app that they have to try and make something about Hazbin/Helava. Like, it's just one guy talking about how swearing works here, and it's just another guy making a joke about how VivziePop would get mad at, like, the, oh, if VivziePop wrote blank thing. Dog, I'm not even a big fan of the if VivziePop wrote jokes. I think they're old and kind of annoying, but taking 2 tweets about VivziePop and saying that they're super duper crazy haters for pointing out that swearing works in this instance and that VivziePop will get mad at the VivziePop wrote joke is a bit much, bro, in my opinion. Alright, we have another poorly made meme. Swearing, violence, and sexual content from Family Guy and South Park. Aw, you're sweet. Swearing, violence, and sexual content from Hazbin Hotel. Hello? Human resources? You see, there's a difference between South Park, Family Guy, and Hazbin Hotel. Both South Park and Family Guy are comedy shows. They're not meant to be taken seriously. Hazbin Hotel wants to be taken seriously, but relies way too much on edgy/shock humor for people to take it seriously. Next up, we got, you know, another softball, another little silly meme, and most of them act like victims. You'll never understand my pain. K-pop demon hunters and whatever the DW fandom is. Huh, sorry. Hazbin Hotel, T-Cole, and Italian brain rot fandom. Italian brain rot? Who invited this guy, bro? You can tell this post was made by a child. No one over the age of 15 would mention the Italian brain rot fandom unless they were incredibly terminally online. I mean, I didn't even know there was an Italian brain rot fandom in the first place, man. Alright, we got something that's not a meme. Thank God, I was getting tired of those. Swearing isn't mature. Okay then, I guess we should put swearing in kids shows then. Oh, my bad. I said swearing instead of swearing. You know, the little spelling mistake at the front. I just want to point out that a tactic Antis use is to say swearing is immature. So I wonder, who doesn't they say fuck in a bunch of Teletubbies? Why doesn't Pinky Winky go around saying bitch, shit, and fuck a bunch? Because it's children's shows. Yeah, but children are immature. Swearing is apparently immature, so why would not mix them by your logic? Hell, that would make more sense. Hell, why not show Smiling Friends, Rick and Morty, or other adults animated shows? Wouldn't they all classify as immature then? Yeah, the guy who made this was either really angry, or, once again, a literal child. Okay, the difference between Hazbin and other adult animated shows is that the other shows don't really rely on swearing the way Hazbin does. Smiling Friends is very conservative with the way they use swears, and Rick and Morty uses it in moderation. With Hazbin, the characters swear all the time. Like, it doesn't sound like a normal conversation. Instead, it sounds like I'm back in middle school.
Swearing doesn't make you cool.
Anyways, I think that's going to be the end of today's video. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. All that great stuff. Be sure to become a channel member, and be sure to join my Discord, link in the description. Comment of the week status goes to Shrumley, who says, somewhat face reveal, because there was a live-action Snowbrick segment in the video last week. You should go watch it. And on that note, I'll see you guys all later. I'm out. Peace.